Hey guys, Twisty Timu here, and welcome to my first ever speed paint video. I wanted to take some of the first half of this video to answer some of the most popular questions I get on my TikTok. So starting off is, what type of paint do I use? As you saw in those first few seconds, I use acrylic paint. Specifically, I tend to stick to Anita's acrylic or Apple Barrel acrylic paint. Anita's acrylic can be found at Hobby Lobby for 79 cents, and I always try to buy it when they're on sale for 30% off, so I never actually end up paying the 79 cents. And then you can find Apple Barrel acrylic at your local Walmart for 50 cents, so you can buy 2 bottles of paint for $1. I try to stick to the matte finish paints, just out of preference. I like the way that they look a lot better on my canvases, and I think the drying time is a bit quicker. I do have a few satin finishes from Apple Barrel, and I really don't like the way that they look. It makes the canvas get a little sticky, so I'm not a huge fan of that. So I tend to not use those as often as I use the matte ones. When it comes to the colors, I get a lot of questions about certain colors that I use, if they find like a certain brush stroke super satisfying or whatever. I really don't focus on the names of the colors as much as I do the colors themselves. I tend to like the colors to match with each other and focus on that aspect more than I do specifically the names of the colors. So I pick colors that have kind of a theme or relate into a certain like shade before I would focus on the name. Another question I get is about what types of brushes I use. So also at the beginning of the video, I use 2 angled brushes and a flat brush, I guess. I don't really know the specific names of them, but you can see, I show them in the beginning of the video. If you need to go back and watch, that's perfectly okay. I like the way that the angled brushes can reach some of those curves, and honestly I need to get a third one because I tend to paint in colors, like 3 colors at a time. If I'm doing a bigger piece, then I add in like maybe a 4th color, but I tend to only stick to 3, so that's why I only really use 3 brushes. None of the brushes that I have are super expensive either. I bought a pack from Walmart, and then I got the one with the rose gold barrel from Michaels, and it was on sale for like 50% off, so it was like $1. I also get questions about the paint pen that I use when I do the outline of the shapes. Towards the end of the video you'll see that, but I use a Posca paint pen. I use the black one. I have a whole bunch of colors because honestly I bought the one black one and then fell in love with them, and it's awful now. I have a problem. But I believe it is the 5mm one. I'm not exactly sure how the sizing works, and you can find them at Michaels or online. I also have a Blick arts and crafts store that's like 10 minutes down the road in downtown. I also get questions about how I'm able to stay in the line so well, and how I get my painting so neat and keep it from getting messy, and what I use to like make sure that the paint stays on the canvas. So with my paintings, I always take my time. I don't rush anything. I always make sure to remind myself that if I don't finish it in an hour, it's not the end of the world, you know. I can always come back and I can always fix it up, you know. I don't always stay in the lines. I just give them a rough idea of where I want them to go. Occasionally, you'll even see in this video, I tend to brush, like my stroke goes outside of the line, and especially on this area right here, I don't really like 2 colors touching each other, but I ended up having it happen twice in this video already, just because of the way I lined them. So I'll mess with the shapes sometimes and make my own shapes and just make sure to go over them multiple times to hide the pencil strokes or whatever. I have a lot of people also ask if they can buy my paintings and stuff, and of course I have an Etsy set up. Like, the link is in my TikTok bio, my Instagram bio, and it'll be in the description bar of this video, and I'll also link my TikTok and Instagram for anybody who wants to see that if you're not from TikTok. I also feel like I should explain the pricing of my artwork, and I understand some people might think it's expensive, but it's helping me cover some stuff that I wouldn't be able to cover if I wasn't able to sell them. I'm not asking for anybody to just go and buy everything because they think that I need help. I'm not asking for help. I just want people to buy it because they like my artwork rather than just trying to give me money kind of thing. Well, that is basically all of the questions that I have so far, at least all the ones that I could find. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and finish up this video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys again soon. Have a wonderful day!